Hello, I'm Charlotte Gallagher.
And I'm Ella Smith, and we'll be showing you how to write a procedural text.
As a revision, a procedural text is a text that informs people to do something. This may include a recipe or a science experiment.
Our lesson will meet both the English and the science curriculum. This will be lesson 4 of our 6-lesson scope and sequence. The lesson will be framed as a worked example and joint construction of developing a procedural text before they develop their own text in future lessons.
Righty, hello Year 6 SG, how are we today? That's so good, alrighty. Today we're going to be learning about how to write our own procedural texts. So we know in previous lessons we've unpacked a couple, so now we're going to learn how to write one. So our learning intentions for today's lesson is that I will learn about creating a procedural text, features of a procedural text, and developing a sequence of instructions.
And our success criteria is, by the end of the lesson, I can develop a structured procedural text. Part 1 by Miss Smith will look at text-specific features for a procedural text. Alright class, so today we're going to start by working together and making a procedural text. So, our task today is we're going to write a recipe for making Vegemite toast. So, how do we start a procedural text? Yes.
You have to have a title.
Perfect. So I'm going to write title up the front. What do you think our title is going to be, everyone? Yes.
Making Vegemite toast.
Love it. Alright, so now we have our title. What goes under our title? I want us to think about it. Yes?
Is it an appeal, Miss Smith?
Ooh, some people call it an appeal, but we're going to just be more simpler for a recipe. It's just going to tell us what the text is about. Yes.
Is it an introduction?
Good, that is amazing. And I want you to work in your groups and think about what your introduction might be. We just want a quick 1 or 2 sentences.
What do you think, Darren? Yeah, okay. Yeah, because...
Now, what do you think is our next step?
Oh, Miss Smith,
Yes?
we need equipment.
Ooh, close. What do you think we could do in before equipment? What do you think you will need?
Ingredients.
Perfect. We always put our ingredients first. Now, can we name some of the ingredients we're going to need? Yes.
Vegemite.
Perfect.
Butter. Bread.
Good. I love how you said bread instead of toast, because it's first bread and then it becomes toast. Now, what do you think we are going to use? What is going to be our next part of the text?
Equipment.
That is perfect. Alright, can anyone name some equipment that we're going to need?
A
Yes.
toaster.
Ooh, amazing. Anything else?
A plate.
Is there anything else we're going to need?
No, Miss Smith.
Anything at all?
No.
Alright, so just remembering that this is our draft and we can add anything if we need any more equipment later. So let's just think about that. Now lastly, I know we normally put safety considerations after our instructions. However, I want us to right now think about our safety considerations because we have two main things we need to think about. I'm going to give you a minute to think between yourselves. We have two things, remember?
So it's like a whale.
All right, let's bring it back in about 3, 2, 1. All right, does anyone have any ideas? Yes?
Well, something my partner said was actually we have to be careful because we're using electricity, so we can't put things in the toaster unless it's bread.
All right, that's really good because we don't want to electrocute anyone. So what can you help me put that in a sentence?
Use toaster safely by only taking bread out with your hands, but not too close to any metal.
All right, class, can you now show me how you would carefully take out the bread from the toaster? Good job. So let's just revise on what we have so far. So we have our title. Can everyone read that out together?
Making Vegemite toast.
And then we have our introduction. And then what are our two components? We have
Ingredients,
and
equipment.
Perfect. And lastly, we have our
Safety considerations.
All right, perfect, class. I think we're ready to start working on our instructions.
Part 2 by Miss Gallagher will model how to write a sequence of instructions.
Alrighty, Year 6. Now that we have gotten all of our first part of the procedural text done, now we have to look and write about how to make our toast. Now, can someone tell me, because I'm just a little confused, should I have a title for this?
No, miss. No.
No? What about like a subheading or a subtitle?
It is a subheading, but it's not called a subheading. It is going to be called instructions.
Yes. Thank you, Ella. It is going to be called instructions. Alrighty. Perfect. Okay, now, I want you to turn and talk to the person next to you and think of what our first step or instruction might be. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds for that one. 3, 2, 1. All right, back to me. Who can tell me what our first step might be? Yes.
All right, we need to open the bread.
Yes, we need to open the bread. Number 1. Alrighty. Is there anything else we might need to do? Yes.
I think we need to take out 2 slices because you can't just have one piece of toast. You always have 2 pieces of toast.
Yes. So we're going to say open the bread and take out 2 slices. Alrighty. Is everyone happy with our first step? Give me a thumbs up if we're happy with our first step. Oh, amazing. Okay. Now, what about our second step? Who thinks they might know? Yes.
You need to place the 2 pieces of bread into the toaster.
Yes, we do. Before you tell me, can you guys use your mini whiteboards and write what you think step 3 might be? Alright, flip them. Oh yeah, you got.
Push the toaster button.
Ooh, okay, so I really like that one, but can we think back to maybe a few lessons ago? Is it a button? What might that little thing be? We push it down. Yes.
It's a lever.
It's a lever. Good. So, what are we going to say instead of push the button down?
Push the lever down.
Yes.
All right, class, show me how you pull down the lever.
Who can tell me what they think step 4 might be? Yes.
We're going to carefully take the toast out of the toaster and we're going to put it on a plate.
Yes. 6. Who thinks they know what step 6 could possibly be? Oh, yes, up the front.
We're going to spread the butter on the toast.
Oh, yes. Now, can I ask a question? What are we spreading the butter with?
We're going to use a knife.
We are going to use a knife now. Thinking back to when we wrote our equipment, Did we put knife in equipment?
No, miss.
No, so can everyone now for me go back to where they've written equipment and just add knife? Yes, okay, thank you. So, in step 6, if we're spreading butter on the bread, what are we spreading it with?
Using a knife.
Yes, so I'm going to say using a knife and the butter on the bread. Fantastic job, year 6. Class, can you show me spreading? Good job. All right, now no jokes here. What about number 7? Yes,
We're
Ella.
going to repeat step 6
Mm-hmm.
for the other slice of toast.
Yes. Stick. Now what about step 8? Can you turn and talk to the person next to you? What do we think step 8's going to be?
We need to open the Vegemite.
Alrighty, now at the front I heard some great answers. What did you say?
We need to open the Vegemite.
We do need to open the Vegemite. Now, can I ask, who is our target audience for this set of instructions? Yes.
It will be someone like us in year 5 and year 6.
Yes, exactly. Now, can I ask year 6, if I was giving this to you and I said, go and make it, do you think you would need a whole step just to open the Vegemite?
No, miss, we're smarter.
You are smarter, and I know each of you are smarter. So, could I maybe add a little bit to this one?
Yes, miss.
What could I add, Ella?
We can add and spread the Vegemite on the first piece of toast.
Yes. Alright, now I think 11 might be our last step. What could it possibly be?
Miss,
Yes.
we need to eat the toast.
We do need to eat the toast. How could we forget? Can I ask, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being you're really confused, 5 being you get this and you're so good to go, how well do you think how do you feel making your own procedural text? Amazing. All right, year 6. In just a moment, I'm going to get you guys to stand up and go back to your desks.
As you have seen, students have worked with the teacher in joint construction to create a procedural text. This included text-specific features with Miss Smith before writing a sequence of instructions with Miss Gallagher. Thank you for listening.